What's up, I'm Pete Last Guy, and this is Raw Emotion, where I take a look at this week's Monday Night Raw and tell you a little bit about what I think and a lot about how I feel. It's been a while. This is the first Raw Emotion since the brand split / extension and the draft, and man, much has changed, and much has stayed the same, hasn't it? But let's talk about last night. I'm not going to hit every single part, obviously, just the parts that made me feel feelings. And first of all, I want to talk about the match between Zayn and Sheamus. Not a whole lot to say about it, but one thing to say to Michael Cole. Mike. Can I call you Mike? Listen, Mike. How long you been doing this? Long enough maybe to, I don't know, learn the names and the moves? Maybe? Seriously, in quick succession, he called Sheamus's white noise the Irish curse, and then, in under a minute later, calls Sami Zayn's Blue Thunderbomb a Michinoku driver. You work there! Come on! Get it together. In other news, Team Jericho is back, or as I like to call them, Team Angry Canadians, and I love them, love them, love them. They're my new favorite heel team. Speaking of heel teams, the Dudleys are back. So there's that. There to put over the other guys. Keep it up, dudes. Doing good work. We got another Dr. Gallows and Dr. Anderson bit this week. And you know when I said that Jericho was my new favorite heel team back then, just a minute ago? I think they've got some pretty stiff competition. Seriously, I love these little segments more than I probably really should, but that's okay because it set up Xavier Woods for that New Day Rocks joke, which might have actually been the best joke of that whole segment, but it's fine. I love it. This is a good feud. Oh, let's keep it going. Yes. Nia Jax is back this week, and if there's 3 things that New Era Raw has taught me that you can always count on, it's death, taxes, and a Nia Jax or Braun Strowman squash match. And I think I still love it. Yeah, I don't think it's getting too old yet. I think this is still good. I'm still liking to see these guys just like plow through all these local competitors, take them down one by one, build them up to something really cool. I'm really excited to see what they do with these two, who, by the way, from here on out, I will be referring to as Swamp Goldberg and let's say Girlberg. But speaking of giant unstoppable monsters, we also got a big old promo from Paul Heyman and his client. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the whole thing, no. And then in the middle of it, Heath Slater's music hits, and I'm just, oh no. Oh Heath, no. Oh, don't do this. Of course, initially you're just like, okay, I know what's gonna happen. Obviously, they're gonna bring Heath Slater out. You know, they're gonna want to make Brock look strong, so they'll feed him to Brock. Literally, Brock eats people. Where do you think he gets the protein? And then Brock will look like a monster going into his match against Randy Orton at SummerSlam. But you know, it got a little bit deeper than I was expecting. I was really into that for a second. I felt it. I liked it. I like you, Heath Slater. I like what you're doing. This is good. Keep it up. Also, I love that every time they let Brock talk on camera, he ends up swearing because... What, are you gonna tell him not to? Moving on to this Darren Young, Titus O'Neil storyline, which is just, it's a fascinating train wreck is what it is. I really can't tell where they're going with it, but I can't look away, you know? I feel like what they're trying to do is they're trying to slowly turn Titus O'Neil heel, Titus O'Heel. But that really doesn't seem to make any sense to me, because he's like the family man guy, whereas Darren Young is like the, yeah, I'm coming back and I'm better than ever, and I don't need anybody except my life coach here, Mr. Backlund. I feel like they should turn him heel, if anything, especially if you're going to co-opt Trump's slogan, you know, for this angle, but that's a whole other thing. Let's not get into it. I don't know. Let's see where it goes, I guess. That's really all I can say about this angle. Neville gets into the ring, trips. Ooh, that was embarrassing, but I forgot about it immediately because Neville is bae, right? That's what the kids say. That's how they know bae. Bae. And speaking of that Seth versus Balor promo and brawl, also bae. I'm gonna stop using that word now. I can't. I don't like it. Done. No more of that. But that segment was great. I love Finn Balor. I'm just an unabashed mark for Finn Balor and his face paint and his entrance, and it's just so darn cool. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's cool. Which is, of course, to say nothing of Seth Rollins' skills on the mic. Oh my gosh. I'd be afraid of me if I weren't me. Ooh. I love it. And, okay, so, just before the lights started going all weird and started to cue in Balor's intro, like, what happened in the middle of the... What was that? Like, you saw like, someone's head, and then Seth just, like, looked at the ground for a while and the camera never cut over? Did like a fan rush the ring there? Like what did I miss something? What happened there? That almost ruined the flow of that entire segment. But there's nothing that can ruin something that involves Finn Balor's entrance. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'll find out today what that was, but right now I'm confused. And side note, by the way, eventually when Kane retires, if it's not in a match with Finn Balor, we're gonna riot, right? Like that's happening. I just want to make sure. Later in the evening, Gallows and Anderson had their match, of course, at the end of which New Day comes out and just makes with the beat down. I love that they still retain just that nice little heelish edge. They make some real solid tweeners. This is why the New Day is wonderful. One of many, many reasons. Another one being the fact that now that Big E is out of the picture, which I know, sad. I love seeing Big E work, but they're actually letting Woods wrestle. Please let Woods wrestle more. He's so good at it, guys. Come on. And lastly, I want to talk about this Rusev versus Roman Reigns feud because you know what? You know what? I'm with Rusev on this one. Yeah, because let's just break down how this whole feud started, okay? You got Rusev, a newlywed, is in the ring trying to do something nice for his wife, trying to do something sweet, okay? It's a big romantic gesture. It's really kind of admirable. And then Roman, right? Roman shows up at this wedding like your drunk uncle, acting like a tool, just like, hey, you know what? Hey, shut up, you know what? Fights the groom, ends up putting the bride into the cake, and then just leaves. And I was supposed to be on Roman's side for this. Roman is supposed to be the good guy here. Come on, he does not have the charisma or the charm for that. I'm sorry. We don't like him that much. So you know what? Go Rusev. I'm gonna keep up with the Roman booing, you know, that we've been doing for, gosh, ages now. I'm gonna side with Rusev. Yeah, I'm married. Dude, if somebody did that to me, I'd be mad too. That's a shoot. Alright, that's all I have for you guys for last night's Monday Night Raw. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Let us know what other kinds of videos you want to see us doing. And you can click that subscribe button to stay updated with all the wrestling content we've got coming here at BMB. We're going to step it up soon. If you want, you can check out our draft reaction video. I'll post a link to that in the description. Otherwise, hey, I think that's it. See you next time. We also got a big old promo from... It's the first Raw emotion since the Bland Split. Bland Split. Well, like Bland Split, am I right? Am I right? Anybody? So good. Ah.